Hey, what's going on? Hey, so I get asked all the time, how do I keep my Maverick trail clean? Well, as you can see, I don't keep it clean, it gets dirty. But how do I wash it? What do I use to wash it? So I thought I'd do a little video how I get it done. First thing, I have a pressure washer. I mean, this is just a cheap pressure washer that I got from Lowe's. It's electric, 2000 psi, nothing fancy. I use the 40-degree tip on it just because so I don't localize the pressure, too much in one spot. I keep a nice wider fan. And you want to be careful with a pressure washer that you don't use a lot of high pressure, in any vulnerable spots, in the switches or any of your seals or anything like that, electrical connections. So you got to be careful with the pressure washer. But that's why I use the 40-degree, just to kind of dissipate that pressure a little bit more. I use a foam cannon. This is a torque foam cannon from Chemical Guys. This is just the one that I use. I bought this to wash my car with. Found out that it works really well. I mean, I wash my fifth wheel with this. I wash all my toys with this. It works really well. There are cheaper ones on Amazon. I've never tried one, so I couldn't tell you how well they work. But I personally use the torque foam cannon. I use the Chemical Guys Tough Mudder truck wash soap. Really any good automotive soap will work. I've used Meguiar's Gold Class. I've used Blackfire, the Meguiar's, the Gold Class wash and wax or whatever that stuff is. But really any decent automotive quality soap will work. This is just what I use, and I only use this on my toys. It works really well. And I have a bucket full of soapy water, same soap in here, with a wash mitt and a brush. That's pretty much all I use to wash it. But the first thing we're going to do is take the pressure washer, and we're going to just knock off as much of the dirt on the machine as we can to start with. Again, just being careful about where you put the high pressure stream. Kind of keep back a little ways so you don't tear off your decals or do any major damage. But that's the first step, is spraying out the dirt with the pressure washer. Let's get started. Okay, so once that part's done, we're going to bust out the foam cannon. I usually fill about yay much with water, and then the rest with soap. In my car, I don't use nearly that much soap, but in this I use quite a bit. So I'll fill it up to around here with water, and then top it off with the soap. It's easier if you put the water in first, then the soap, because if you put the soap in first, try to put the water, it'll just foam up and make a mess. But anyway. And then just kind of stir it, kind of mix it up, make sure that the soap is spread out in the foam cannon. Hook it up to your pressure washer and go. This one has an adjustable fan. You can adjust how much foam, the pattern of the foam that comes out. I keep it just narrow enough that I can hit everything. This knob here adjusts how much foam comes out, so the more you open it, the more water, blah, blah, blah. I usually have it set to where it's almost all the way foam. I like to just soak it down with the foam. Anyway, ready to go. Let's hook it up. Let's go. Now you're basically going to hand wash it while the foam is on the thing, and it's, you know, working the dirt off, kind of lifting it and lifting the dirt off. It also kind of makes it lubricates it a little bit. But now you're going to essentially hand wash it. Just go over everything with your wash mitt and your soapy water, and rinse your mitt often. So when you get all the dirt off, put it in the bucket. I do have a grit guard down at the bottom, but this is the part you kind of have to be quick so the sun doesn't dry everything up. It's not that hot out here today, so I'm okay. But yeah, let's get going on that. Okay, so once you get it all soaped up, grab the pressure washer and rinse it off. So one often overlooked step, one of my favorite steps, is the last one, the final rinse, is just an open garden hose. Does two things: flushes all the soap and stuff out of any of the nooks and crannies that's left on there. And it also helps sheet the water off, so makes your drying time a little easier. But yeah, final step, just an open hose rinse. Now just a quick drying off with the towel. I've pulled it in here into the garage out of the sun. So we got the washed part down. So what do we do about the protection of it? This is what I use. It's just in a squirt bottle. This is 303 Aerospace. It's kind of expensive, but if you buy it by the gallon, it's a little bit more affordable. But this is what I use on all of the black, the textured stuff. The colored here, I put a coat of wax on that earlier this year. So I mean, it's okay. Could probably use another coat eventually, but on the black, I use the 303. So I spray it on a pad. I don't just spray it on the machine. I spray it on this is just a microfiber, like a wax applicator pad, and I just kind of work it in a little bit. I don't know, just do a little bit at a time. It's also kind of nice because it will kind of blend in some of your scratches and stuff. I don't know if you can see these, but anyway, once you get it worked in, then you just take a dry towel and wipe off the excess, and it just gives it a nice little shine. It also gives it a little UV protection. The other thing that I really like about this stuff is it makes it a little easier to clean next time, at least it seems like it. So I'll do the whole machine with this stuff, all the black textured stuff, give it just a layer of, like I say, UV protection and a little bit of shine. I like this stuff because it's not greasy when it's dry. It's not oily, it's not slippery. So like some of that other stuff, I think that makes the dust stick to it. Yeah, but this does not have an oily feel to it at all. I really like this stuff. But I'll just do the whole machine. Yeah, I'll even do the tires with this stuff. The procedure for me is a little bit different. I'm a little more liberal with this stuff on the tires, but I just spray a good healthy dose of it, and then just kind of work this stuff in a little bit. I mean, I'm not going for show quality here, but just to kind of work it into the rubber a little bit. Off the excess, and you'll need to wipe off the overspray you're gonna get on the wheels, obviously, but yeah, that's pretty much the extent of what I do to the tires right there. So that's pretty much it. Just give everything a good wipe down with the 303. Admittedly, this step is probably the longest step out of all of them, just because I'm kind of anal about it. But yeah, just all of the black gets a quick little wipe down with the 303. The thing that I really like about 303, like I say, is because it's not greasy, it's not oily, so it's not going to make the dust stick. But I like the fact that it's not shiny. I mean, anybody that knows me knows I don't really like shiny black. I don't like really shiny black tires. I like new, and this 303 just kind of makes everything, it just brings it back to kind of a new. It's not overly shiny. But anyway, that's it. That's how I do it. I will put links to everything that I use down in the description below. I know some of this is kind of personal as the products and stuff that you use, and I'm the same way. I'm pretty picky about the stuff that I use, so I'm not, like I say, I'm not telling you how you should do it. I'm just saying I've been asked a few times how I do it, and this is how I do it. But I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and we will see you guys in the next video.